Welcome back to IPM Blog Geography class. Today we are going to discuss that an important topic from the second chapter, In Search of the Source of the Wind. You know that previous classes we have already learned that what are the pressure and different types of the pressure belt. Here is today different types of the wind that blow on the earth. What is the reason for the formation of the wind on the earth? Only the reason different pressure over the different latitude zone global level. There existed different pressure over in different latitude zone global level. So it leads the formation of the wind on the earth. Do you not understand? The pressure variation leads to the formation of the wind on the earth. There are different types of the wind on the earth. Do you know that different types of the wind? There are 4 types of the wind we can see on the earth. First one is that planetary wind. What we call planetary wind. The second wind is that periodic wind. What is that? Periodic wind. The third one local wind, and last and fourth wind is that variable wind. Planetary wind, periodic wind, then local wind, and also variable wind. These are the 4 types of the wind over the earth. So first of all, we are going to discuss this class, the planetary winds. What is that planetary winds? Don't you know that planetary wind? Oh, the planetary winds developed between the different global pressure belt. Once again, please, that planetary winds developed between the different global pressure belt. We have already learned that 7 global pressure belt formed on the earth. You know that? Do you remember? What are they? How many pressure belt formed on the earth? There are 7 pressure belt. It is the reason for the formation of the planetary wind on the earth. What is the definition of the planetary wind? It is a symbol. The planetary wind is a wind that blows same speed, same force and same direction throughout in a year. Once again that. What is the planetary wind? Planetary wind is that a wind that blows same speed, same force and same direction throughout in a year. It is known as a planetary winds. Have you got it? Please say that once again. You can say, what is that? What is the definition of the planetary wind? The planetary wind is that a wind that blows same force, same speed and same direction throughout in a year. That is known as a planetary winds. We can see the different types of planetary wind has a different types. First one, trade wind. The second one, westerly wind. The third one, polar easterly. These are the 3 categories of the planetary winds. We can classify into 3 types of the planetary wind. First one, trade wind. What is that second one? Westerly wind. What is the third one? Polar easterly. These are the three types of the planetary winds. We can say that each one by each. So, can you follow me? Yes, let us discuss that. What is the planetary winds? Different types of the planet. First, planetary wind. We are going to discuss that planetary wind. There are 3 types of planetary wind. First one is that trade wind. Another one is that westerly wind. Another one polar easterly. These are the 3 types of the planetary wind. First one, trade wind, westerly, polar easterly. Okay, let us discuss that one by one. First one is that trade wind. Trade wind, you know that the wind blowing from the high pressure region to low pressure. This global pressure, 30-degree global pressure belt is known as a subtropical high pressure belt. Is that a subtropical high pressure belt? The trade wind blowing from the 30-degree north and south hemisphere. 30-degree north and south hemisphere. The trade wind blowing from the 30-degree north and south hemisphere and blowing to the equatorial low pressure belt. The wind blowing from the high pressure region to low pressure region. The wind blowing to subtropical high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, 30-degree latitudes. So it is known as a trade winds. Once again please, that a wind blowing from subtropical high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt, north and southern hemisphere, north and southern hemisphere, 30-degree to 0-degree wind is blowing, that is known as a trade wind. It is very, why does it call that a trade wind? It is very simple. Where from get the trade wind? The trade wind very helpful to the traders who are sailing the yachts ancient days. So they call that a trade wind. The trade wind, we can see the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. In northern hemisphere, we can see that a wind blowing from the subtropical high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt. In northern hemisphere, trade wind is known as a northeast trade wind. Northern hemisphere trade wind is known as another name, northeast trade wind, because it blows from the northeast part of the earth and 30-degree latitudes. So it is called that a northeast trade wind. Then southern hemisphere, we can see that a trade wind, it blows from the 30-degree subtropical high pressure belt to the equatorial low pressure belt. It is from the southeast direction of the southern hemisphere. So this trade wind is known as a southern east trade wind. So first planetary wind is that trade wind. The trade wind is blowing from the subtropical high pressure belt to the equatorial low pressure belt. It is known as a trade wind. Where from get the name the trade wind? Because it is very helpful and useful for the traders for sailing yachts ancient days. So they call that a trade wind. We can see that trade winds are two in north and southern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere trade wind is known as a northeast trade winds, and southern hemisphere trade wind called what is that a southeast trade wind. Okay. Then next, the second planetary wind is that westerly wind. The westerly winds blow from 30-degree subtropical high pressure belt to 60-degree subpolar low pressure belt. It is known as a westerly. Once again please, that westerly wind blow from subtropical high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt, north and southern hemisphere. This wind is known as a, what is that? This wind is known as a westerly wind. Why does called that westerly wind? Because as the direction of these winds are mostly from the west, these are known as a westerly wind. We can see that northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere westerly wind. Then southern hemisphere westerly wind is more powerful and strong than the northern hemisphere. Once again, that the westerly wind in the southern hemisphere It is very stronger and powerful, and it is very speedy than the northern hemisphere. What is the reason? Because here is a vast ocean. Here is that we can see a vast ocean from the 30° and 60° latitude southern hemisphere. And also the friction is very less southern hemisphere. So that is why the westerly winds are very speed and strong and powerful in the southern hemisphere than the northern hemisphere of the westerly wind. Am I right? So that is the second planetary wind. The ancient mariners had given the different names rough of the westerly wind in southern hemisphere. What are the different names had given to the westerly wind southern hemisphere? First one is that roaring 40s. Roaring 40s. Roaring 40s between the 40 and 50° latitudes blow from the westerly wind. It is known as a roaring 40s. Another wind, look at here. The another wind is that furious 50s. Furious 50s. Furious 50s. It blows between the 50 and 40 degrees. It is known as a furious 50s. The another one 50 degrees to 60 degrees. It is known as a shrieking 60s. Shrieking 60s. Ancient mariners had given the westerly winds different name. The rough of the westerly wind southern hemisphere. So it is known as a different names. First one is a roaring 40s between the 40 degrees latitude southern hemisphere. Then another wind blow for that furious 50s. Then third wind is shrieking 60s. These are the different categories of the westerly wind on the southern hemisphere. Am I right? Then third wind is that polar easterly wind. Polar easterly wind. It is a planetary wind. Is the third wind of the planetary wind. Polar easterly wind. It is the high pressure region, both the polar region. The wind is very cold in the 90° polar region. So the wind is blowing from the east side of the both the polar region into the 60° subpolar low pressure belt. It is blow from the east part of the earth, so it is known as a polar easterly wind. Am I right? Once again, sir, the third wind is that the third planetary wind is the polar easterly. The polar easterly winds blow from the 90° polar region. The 90° polar region always that cold and freeze area. So here is that high pressure in always time. So the wind blow from the high pressure region to subpolar low pressure belt to 60°. That is from the east part of the earth. So it is known as the polar easterly wind. Okay. So we have already discussed that planetary wind. Planetary wind, we can see that three types: trade wind, westerly and polar easterly. The trade wind between the 30° to 0°, that blow from the east and northeast and southeast side of the earth. So it is known as a trade wind. Another one is that second wind is that westerly wind. It is from the 30° to 60°. It is known as a westerly wind. So it is known as a westerly wind. Why does it called westerly wind? It from the mostly blow from the west part of the earth. So another one is that 90° polar region from to 60°. It is known as a polar easterly wind. These are the three planetary winds. Okay, is that periodic wind. It forms and change the direction as a result of the change in the season. The periodic wind change the direction and forms as a result of the change in the season. So it is known as a periodic wind. The best example of the periodic wind is that monsoon. Have you heard that monsoon? Yes, we get the monsoon throughout in a year in different times. The best example of the periodic wind is that monsoon. What is the monsoon? The monsoon means that season. The monsoon word derived from the Arabic word mausam. The monsoon word derived from the Arabic word mausam. It means that the wind change the direction, change in the season. The wind change the direction, change in the season. So it is known as a monsoon. So first of all, the Arabic scholar Hippalus observed at the first time the shifting direction of the monsoon. Who identified that? Arabic scholar Hippalus identified the shifting the direction of the monsoon. There are many reasons responsible for the formation of the monsoon. You know that? Once again that there are many reasons responsible for the formation of the monsoon. We can say that, can you hear me? First of all, apparent movement of the sun. What is that? Apparent movement of the sun. The second one, Coriolis force. What is the second factor responsible for the formation of the wind? Coriolis force. The third one is that difference in the heating. Differences in heating. These are the main factors for the responsible for the formation of the monsoon on the earth. Once again that many reasons for the responsible for the formation of the monsoon on the earth. There are three reasons. First of all, the apparent movement of the sun. Say with me. The apparent movement of the sun. What is the second one? The second one is that, yes, Coriolis force. Coriolis force. What is the third one? The differences in heating. These are the main reason for the formation of the monsoon. Okay. So monsoon winds are classified into two. Once again, monsoon winds are classified into two types. First one, southwest monsoon. Engane? Southwest monsoon. What is that? Southwest monsoon. The second one, northeast monsoon. These are the two types of the monsoon wind. We can say that in detail. Am I right? Can you follow with me? Okay, do you understand what I say now? There are two types of the wind. There are two types of the monsoon wind. First of all, southwest monsoon. Another one, northeast monsoon. Listen to me. This is a periodic wind. Periodic winds we can see classified into two types. What is that? Southwest monsoon. Another one is that northeast monsoon. The southwest monsoon that blow from the summer season in northern hemisphere. It blow from the summer season in northern hemisphere. During the summer season in northern hemisphere, southwest monsoon experienced. The month of June to September, is a duration. Increases the temperature while the sun is in northern hemisphere. So increases the temperature in the northern hemisphere. So there forms that low pressure in the northern hemisphere. Have you got it? Increasing the temperature while sun is on the top of the northern hemisphere, Tropic of Cancer. Here is experienced a high temperature. So the high temperature lead to the low pressure northern hemisphere. Then southern part of the north and south hemisphere. What will happen? There is at a high pressure. The wind blow from the high pressure region to low pressure from the southwest direction. So it is known as a southwest monsoon form. Actually, it is the trade wind of the southern hemisphere. What is the trade wind in southern hemisphere? It is a southeast trade wind crosses the equator and is deflected as a result of the due to the Coriolis effect and transform into the southwestern direction. So it moved from the southwest part to northeast. So this wind is known as a southwest monsoon. Once again, we can see that in picture. Okay, it's a planetary wind is that a southwest monsoon. The southwest monsoon is experienced during the summer season of the northern hemisphere. The sun is in Tropic of Cancer. So here is the summer season in northern hemisphere. As well, the month of June to July, August, September. The sun rays falls vertically north to the equator of the sun rays falls vertically north to the equator due to the tilt of the earth axis. So here is temperature, increase the temperature. As a result of it leads to the formation of the low pressure northern hemisphere. Alright. During the summer season, all pressure belt shift northwards. During the summer season, all pressure belt shift in the northwards. And also, the trade wind also crosses the equator. Once again, is that the trade wind also crosses the equator. When the crossing the equator, it get deflected right due to the Coriolis effect. So it transform southwest direction and blow to northeast direction. So this wind is known as a what is that? A southwest monsoon. Alright. This monsoon is starting from the ocean, Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea. So it carries a lot of water vapor. So it will give more rain to the land. The southwest monsoon blow from the over the ocean to the land. So it will be carried a lot of water vapor, and as a result of it will give a lot of rain in land of Asia and so on. This is the southwest monsoon. A second periodic wind is that a northeast monsoon. Once again, second periodic wind is that a northeast monsoon. What is that? A northeast monsoon. The wind start from the season, winter season. The wind blow from the winter season in northern hemisphere. Once again, please, that northeast monsoon blow from during the winter season northern hemisphere. So it is the northeast direction to the southwest. So it is known as a northeast monsoon. Look at the picture. While the sun is in southern hemisphere, the winter is in northern hemisphere. So here is that high pressure. So northern hemisphere experienced or formed a high pressure. So the wind blow from the high pressure region to low pressure region, northeast to southwest. Okay, so it is known as a northeast monsoon. In this time, northeast trade wind is strengthened. So it will be blow from the northeast part of the earth to the southwest. So it is known as a northeast monsoon. Okay, so this is the two types of the periodic wind. First one is that southwest monsoon wind. Another one is that northeast monsoon wind. Have you got it? It is very simple. Another periodic wind, that sea breeze and land breeze. You have already learned that the atmospheric pressure differences day and night at the same place. Once again, you have already learned that the atmospheric pressure differences day and night at the same place. Similarly, the land and sea, sun's heat is not a uniform. The land and the sea, sun's heat is not a uniform. The land heats up and cools down very quickly. Once again, land has a capacity, it heats up and cools down very quickly. On the other hand, the sea heats up slowly and cool down very slowly. So the variation of the land and sea heating and cool down, it leads to the formation of the breeze and sea breeze and land breeze. So when does the land breeze, when does the sea breeze form? We can check that. Here is the sun. At the daytime, the land become heats up very quickly. So here it forms that a low pressure. Comparatively, on the sea level, on the sea surface, here is that a high pressure. The wind blow from the high pressure region from the sea to the low pressure region to the land. It is known as a sea breeze. At the daytime, when the sunrise falls the earth, the land heats up very quickly. As a result of, here it forms that a low pressure, and also on the sea surface experience a high pressure. The wind blow from the high pressure region from the sea to the land. It is known as a sea breeze. Sea breeze blow from the daytime, at daytime. Sea breeze occurring the daytime. Have you understand? At the night time, the land become very cool down. The land become cool down quickly. So here is formed that high pressure on the land. Other hand of the sea, what is that? Here is formed that low pressure. The wind blow from the high pressure region to the low pressure from the land to the sea. It is known as a land breeze. What is that? Land breeze. The land breeze blow from the land to the sea. It is during the time of the night. That during the time, the wind blow from the high pressure region to low pressure, the land to the sea. It is known as a land breeze. Land breeze occurring the night, and sea breeze blow from the daytime. Have you understand? കരക്കാറ്റും സീ ബ്രീസും ലാൻഡ് ബ്രീസും നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, ഓർത്തു വെക്കാം. പക്ഷെ മലയാളത്തിലാണ് ഉള്ളത്. അപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുമോ എന്നറിയില്ല, എങ്കിലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചെറിയൊരു സെന്റൻസ് ആയതുകൊണ്ട് പെട്ടെന്ന് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, ക്യാച്ച് ചെയ്യാം. ഓക്കെ, ആ വരികൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഒന്ന് പാടി നോക്കിയാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടും. രാത്രി സമയം കരയിൽ നിന്നും കടലിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റിനെ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കും കരക്കാറ്റെന്ന്. ഒന്നുകൂടിയും, രാത്രി സമയം കരയിൽ നിന്നും കടലിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റിനെ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കും കരക്കാറ്റെന്ന്. പകൽ സമയം കടലിൽ നിന്നും കരയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റിനെ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കും കടൽ കാറ്റെന്ന്. പകൽ സമയം കടലിൽ നിന്നും കരയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റിനെ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കും കരക്കാറ്റെന്ന്. ഒന്നുകൂടി പാടി നോക്കൂ. പകൽ സമയം കടലിൽ നിന്നും കരയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റിനെ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കും കരക്കാറ്റെന്ന്. ഓർത്ത് വെക്കാം ഇങ്ങനെ സീ ബ്രീസും ലാൻഡ് ബ്രീസും. പ്ലാനറ്ററി വിൻസ് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു വരികൾ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. പ്ലാനറ്ററി വിൻസ് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കാൻ ഓരോ ലാറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ്സിന് ഇടയിൽ വീശുന്ന ഓരോ ലാറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ്സിൻ്റെയും ഇടയിൽ അനുഭവപ്പെടുന്ന കാറ്റുകളെ ആ ലാറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ്സിൻ്റെ ഡിഗ്രികൾ പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കാൻ ഒരു വരികൾ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. ഓക്കെ. 30 ഡിഗ്രി നിന്നും 0 ഡിഗ്രിയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റാണ് വാണിജ്യവാദങ്ങൾ. 30 ഡിഗ്രി നിന്നും 0 ഡിഗ്രിയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റാണ് വാണിജ്യവാദങ്ങൾ. 30 ഡിഗ്രി നിന്നും 0 ഡിഗ്രിയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റാണ് വാണിജ്യവാദങ്ങൾ. 30 ഡിഗ്രി നിന്നും 60 ഡിഗ്രിയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റാണ് പശ്ചിമവാദങ്ങൾ. 30 ഡിഗ്രി നിന്നും 60 ഡിഗ്രിയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റാണ് പശ്ചിമവാദങ്ങൾ. 90 ഡിഗ്രി നിന്നും 60 ഡിഗ്രിയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റാണ് ധ്രുവീയവാദങ്ങൾ. 90 ഡിഗ്രി നിന്നും 60 ഡിഗ്രിയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റാണ് ധ്രുവീയവാദങ്ങൾ. എന്ന് പറയും. 90 ഡിഗ്രി നിന്നും 60 ഡിഗ്രിയിലേക്ക് വീശുന്ന കാറ്റാണ് ധ്രുവീയവാദങ്ങൾ. ധ്രുവീയവാദം മീൻസ് പോളാർ ഈസ്റ്റേർലി. പശ്ചിമവാദം എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്നത് വെസ്റ്റേർലി. വാണിജ്യവാദം എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്നത് ട്രേഡ് വിൻസ്. ഇങ്ങനെ ഓർത്ത് വെക്കുക. മൗണ്ടൻ ബ്രീസ് ആൻഡ് വാലി ബ്രീസ് അനദർ ലോക്കൽ വിൻസ്. Once again please that mountain breeze and valley breeze are another local winds. These are the wind experienced the mountain region. These are the wind experienced mountain region over above the sea level. Once again, these are the mountain breeze and valley breeze experienced mountain region over the sea level. So it is known as a mountain breeze and valley breeze. When does it blow? Where does it experience it? We can check detail. First one, valley breeze. During the daytime, the valley air gets heated up more than the top of the mountain region air. Once again, during the daytime, the valley air gets heated up more than the top of the air mountain. The wind blow from the valley to the top of the mountain. It is known as a valley breeze. The valley breeze experienced at the daytime. Once again, during the daytime, the valley air gets heated up more than the top of the mountain region. The heated air upslopes the mountain of the top. The wind blow from the valley to the top of the mountain. It is known as a valley breeze. Another breeze, that mountain breeze. Mountain breeze experienced at the night time. During the night, the air in the mountain gets cooled down. So as a result of the air gets a density. So the density air blowing from the top of the mountain to the valley. So it is known as a mountain breeze. During the night time, the wind blowing from the top of the mountain to the valley, it is known as a mountain breeze. These are the two types of the local periodic wind, mountain breeze and a valley breeze. So we have discussed that different types of the wind. First one is that planetary winds. What are the planetary winds? What are the different types of the planetary wind? First one is trade wind and westerly. Then another wind, we have discussed that periodic wind. Periodic wind is that example of the periodic wind is that monsoon. There are two types of the monsoon wind. First one is that south-west monsoon. Another one is northeast monsoon. Another local periodic wind is that sea breeze and land breeze, and also mountain breeze and valley breeze. These are the main topic today we have discussed. I think that you have understand very well. We can see that next topic, next class. Okay, see you.